Ian has seen it all on his early morning milk shift.
You do see some sights, yes. People do tend to lock themselves out in their pyjamas quite often. I've seen one or two naked people running around. I don't know what they've been up to, but...
He's been a milkman for 27 years. He's not the first in his family.
Yes, Uncle was a milkman for 50 years and my dad was a milkman for 38 years, all in the southwest London area. But even when they packed up doing it, they still miss it and talk about it to this day to me.
Milk delivery was popular in the 60s and 70s, but by the 90s it had dropped. Supermarkets and corner shops meant buying fresh milk was easier than ever and often cheaper.
Cheerful, contented and dependable. Some of his customers have been getting their pinters from him for over 40 years.
Some Londoners have been keeping the tradition going. Anjid has had his delivery for 3 years.
I'm very pro-milkman. I always have been, especially for the elderly who can have lots of services delivered to their door. My wife, who is German, loved the idea of having a milkman. It's very, very British, and so immediately we signed up.
And now others might be joining him. According to one company, Londoners looking to cut down on plastic are swapping to the milkman.
Who would have thought, yeah, the British milkman is making a comeback. So we indeed saw, after the David Attenborough program of Blue Planet, we saw that our website visits doubled pretty much. And also most of these customers are taking glass bottles. So before we had about 50% of our customers would take glass, now it's over 90%.
Milk and More is part of Müller. The big German company invested in keeping this bottling plant open to keep London and beyond in glass milk bottles.
Here behind me is where the glass is coming out. These bottles have all been washed. They can be reused on average about 25 times. They're then scanned to check for faults and then they're refilled with milk.
Could glass bottles save the milkman? Ian's committed to it.
I do take my own milk home and I do take glass bottles home as well.
The era of the milkman isn't over yet. Caroline Davies, BBC London News.